before then. The FBI Director Christopher Wray today, did you hear what he said? He had a pretty ominous warning when he spoke to Congress. He told lawmakers that the war between Israel and Hamas has prompted an unprecedented level of threats facing the homeland. Watch.
I've never seen a time where all the threats, or so many of the threats, are all elevated, all at exactly the same time.
So, blinking red lights analogy about 9/11, all the lights were blinking red before 9/11. Apparently, obviously, all of us missed it. Would you say that there's multiple blinking red lights out there?
I see blinking lights everywhere I turn.
So when you look at the 9/11 Commission report that was put together after, of course, the September 11th terrorist attacks to try to figure out what happened and how we can avoid it, U.S. intelligence agencies received a stream of warnings that al-Qaeda planned, as one report put it, something very, very big. The director of the CIA told us the system was blinking red. That's what we learned then, and you heard basically, Julia, the same language from the FBI director today.
I think there's certainly a lot of parallels between 9/11 and what we're seeing today, or at least the mood heading into 9/11 and the situation in the Middle East. But one thing that is different is that terrorism looks different, over 20 years after 9/11. I immediately think of ISIS and how we saw a lot of the homegrown ISIS attacks, happening online and happening not necessarily with people from the region, but happening here due to the fact that they were influenced from there. So terrorism looks very different now, and I think you're just dealing with an incredibly volatile issue. And you're already seeing, it's one thing to talk about the terror threats, but you're already seeing violence. Look at Sunday in Philadelphia when a Jewish business was targeted by protesters, or those 3 Palestinian Americans who were shot in Vermont. You're starting to see the temperature really rise, and I think we're going to get to a boiling point.
Going back to that report that came out after 9/11, it also said that we lacked imagination, that intelligence officials lacked the imagination to believe that certain things could happen. You don't need imagination right now to realize what's happening at our southern border. We're allowing people that were known to be on the terrorist watch list in. We have pictures of Chinese nationalists lined up coming in through the southern border. It doesn't take imagination to realize that the threat is real and that we shouldn't be having to negotiate whether or not we're going to protect our southern border and what's going on. This should be a national interest for both parties. Unfortunately, this administration doesn't seem to take that threat seriously at our southern border. And again, it doesn't take imagination to realize people are walking right in that are not looking to do us any good.
I hate the rhetoric that one party doesn't take issues seriously. It's not true. I think that both parties have different issues, but actually there are bipartisan solutions that haven't been taken up. And I worry in this kind of a politically divisive moment, what would be the reaction if there was a terrorist attack on our country? Would we be able to find the commonality?
No, because your party, the senior officials in the White House say that the border is secure, and it's not.
This is so dangerous, Sean.
It is dangerous, and they should take it seriously.
It hasn't been secure for a very long time, and it's not one party's doing.
It is.
It is a
You're also drawing it straight to the. You're talking about imagination, but you're drawing it straight to the border. I mean, God forbid if something were to happen, it could come.
But that doesn't. I mean, my point is yes, and I think what Christopher Wray is saying, there are lights everywhere, but there shouldn't have to be one at the southern border.
All right.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.